Hey everyone, we have a bootcamp. So you can actually go in a classroom setting and learn about NAV, actually Business Central, and everything that is new in Business Central. Also the generic areas like accounting, purchasing, inventory, warehouse, stuff like that, a full run through. So if you like classroom settings, you like learning like that, you're tired of sitting at home and watching YouTube, sign up. Tomorrow is the end of the special, early bird special. So just click on the link that's somewhere around here, before or after, and check it out. But in this video today, we're gonna keep going on average. Again, remember we were in the average coffee mug. I'm just gonna highlight now when we are actually selling the remaining quantity. So you have, we buy, if you remember, we buy 100 and then another 100 and then we sell 50, and we're going to sell them in increments of 50 out just to see how the average cost is replenishing down. And it's a little bit tricky with average. So the average is taking the average of all inbound transactions, whether they have remaining or not. It's a concept that's kind of hard to understand. So let's say, for example, if we add a transaction, like there's a purchase here, and let's say this is 4/4, the date, and also a 4/4. So, and this all happens afterwards. Then these are sales, 50, 50, 50, 50. Let's say if I then post something like 4, 3, 100. So we get a transaction in before. Does that change the cost of these? And that might be something we explore even in further videos. So take a look at what we have now. Let's talk a little bit more about average. So I have here the average coffee mug. And since average is actually a widely used thing, or the costing method, I think it makes sense to dive in it a little bit closer. So if I go into the unit cost here, I can see that I have bought at $10, 100, and then I bought $11, 100, and then I sold 50, and they were sold out at 525, basically, right here. So it's 1025 if I'm not mistaken. So what we want to do now is sell it again. So if we have basically 100 of or 50 left of these 100, which were evaluated at 1,000, and we have 100 left of the 1,100 ones, so the ones that are $11 each, then we technically have a different unit cost now. So if I sell another 50, should I get a 525 here? Let's take a look at that. I'm gonna go in sales order and sell another 50. So let's get the datum. Oops. Average coffee mug, main, sell 50. So it always brings up 1050, but that's fine. We know how that works. So we go ahead and post, ship an invoice. No, let's take a look at it. So out we go and go into the average coffee mug. Now there's 100 left. And we bring up that screen. So go into navigate, history, entries, ledger entries. Now the cost comes in at the same, 525. So basically it's looking at the average cost altogether. And if I sell, so right now we have 100 left at 1,100. And it's going to be obvious that it should be coming at so 50 times 11, which is 550, should be coming here if it took the amount that's left. If it's averaging out all the inbound transactions, then it's going to be 525 going forward. So let's investigate that. So we go into a sales order again and sell another 50. This is like exploration. There we go here. And that's often the best way to learn. Average coffee mug, main. Actually, do recommend you do this also yourself in the system. So again, we sell it just for 20. Go ahead and post. So big question is it gonna be $11 or $5.50 total? Or is it going to be, again, $5.25? I think everybody knows the answer to that. So if I go here into navigate, history, entries, ledger entries, $5.25. So what is the system doing? The system is taking the average of all inbound transactions, whether they're finished or not, doesn't matter. And it's posting that. So, I mean, we could probably play around with this in a sense where we receive something previously, let's say 4.3, and change the average cost and see if the average will update. That might be a question for the next video.